Hello, welcome to the first lesson of Minitab software. So Minitab is a software used to do many statistical processes and analysis. We are going to use Minitab to perform our tests of hypotheses. But firstly, in this lesson we are going to have a quick introduction for Minitab. So this is the window of Minitab software. In the above we have the menu bar. Below here we have the icons or the command bar. So the important window of Minitab is the session window. In the session window we are going to have the results or the output of our operations and our analysis. And here below we have the same as an Excel sheet. So this sheet below is used exactly to input our data and our information. So our inputs will be in the worksheet here below, and our output or results will appear in the session window. So here we are going to input some data in either of these columns. For example, suppose we want to enter some data in this column. We can here optionally as an option to rename the column name. So we can double click in this place. For example, we can have a name for this column to be, for example, data. So below now we are going to input our data. Suppose we have random data. Suppose we have, for example, 12. We have also, for example, 11.2. We have, for example, 14.5. And we have 9.8. Also we have, for example, 10.7. So now we have, this is our data. We have 5 points, or this is our sample. Now we are going to have some basic analysis or basic measurement of this data. So to have the basic measurements or parameters of this data, we go to the stat menu. From the stat menu we are going to best statistic. This is a sub menu now. So firstly here in the top we will have to display some descriptive statistics. So we click on this menu. Now here in the top we are going to choose which column to perform our analysis. So we choose, double click on the C1 or the data column, and we can click OK to have the results. So if we click OK, here in the session window we have the results or the output of our analysis. For example, the variable is called data. We have n, which is number of elements, or the sample size, for example here 5. So we have 5 elements in the data column. Here we have the mean value 11.64. For example, we have the standard deviation, we have the minimum value, we have the first quartile, we have the median, we have the third quartile, we have the maximum value, for example 14.5. So now in fact we can configure it and select which properties to calculate. Here in the command window we have this icon. This icon is to show the last open dialog box. So instead of going back to stat and basic statistics, then display descriptive statistics, the best method or most quick method is to use this icon or this button. This command will open the latest open dialog box. So click in this icon. So this is the same as we have seen before. Now from this button we can use the statistics to show in our results. So we click on statistics. Now we can choose, for example, to show the mean or not. For example, we want to show the variance, we select variance. Also want to show the range of the data, so we select the range. Suppose I'm not interested on samples missing, for example, number of samples missing from there, so we deselect the n missing. And finally we just click on OK. We click on OK again. So here is the new results. For example, we have here the variance shown for the data. This is the sample variance of the data we have inputted here in below. The variance is 3.193. We have the standard deviation, we have the maximum, we have the range. So the range is 4.7. the range is only the maximum minus the minimum value. So here is the data, and here is the results of our analysis or basic analysis of data. Later we are going to do the test of hypothesis.